You made a huge mistake. If you're at work, headphones in.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to the reason they should have never gave you niggas microphones. That's Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. I'm Lilo.
I'm Shae.
Woo! And we're back.
And I'm back.
Love it. Love to see it. And we're back, and if you watch us on YouTube, which you should, you'll notice we're somewhere different. Which means I'm not paying them niggas no more money. Wow. It's a blessing.
Investing in yourself.
Yeah, that too, but mostly just, I don't want to give these niggas not one more red cent.
I feel that.
So, having you back is lovely. And since you are so lovely, you have the gift of giving us honorable mention because sometimes I don't have the bandwidth to be nice to anyone. So,
Okay, well, I do have a good one, a nice one.
oh,
So I want to give an honorable mention to the Bronx collab in New York, Bronx, New York.
ooh, who is this?
And is a community, it's kind of like a community co-working event space. It's owned by my cousin. But, it's not like, they have a lot of different types of, pop-ups, like people selling stuff. She actually has stuff for the community. Like she honors the community. She holds like food drives and she donates, she volunteers. She really is out there putting in the work too as well. So yeah, I wanted to make her my honorable mention. You can follow her on Instagram at the Bronx Collab.
Please follow her on Instagram at the Bronx Collab.
Hey.
Woo! Okay, I have the opposite.
Yeah, we about to get into it.
Yes, with them. Tiny and Mojo.
They had to make their, appearance.
They'll be edited out in post. Mojo Nicole! Sorry to the listeners. We're working out the kinks. I have a slew of people who I wish the worst on. But I want to start with none other than a nigga I know from the Boys and Girls Club.
A random nigga?
Random is a stretch, but it is close. So this man who I have not seen from the Boys and Girls Club, and at least, since I graduated from the teen center, so what, when I went to college, since I was like 17, messaged me today and he's like, do you have Cash App?
Oh, wow.
You know where that starts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes. Why? Well, no, actually, I was like, what do you mean? Do I have Cash App? And he was like, do you have Cash App? Do you use it? And I was like, oh, Lord, y'all done hacked my friend. This is tragic.
Right. That's usually my first thought. Like, oh, this person got hacked.
Because why would you think that someone you know is trying to do you in,
Yeah.
Not the case. So he says, you have Cash App. I say, now why? He said, can you set up Cash App to receive a blessing? What blessing do I need from you? I haven't heard from you in fucking 8 years.
Not a blessing.
I said, Lord, you've been hacked. Tragic.
See.
Guess what he did in response?
What?
He hits the video chat button.
He called you? Video called you?
Video called me.
Oh, wow.
So I'm trying to act like I don't see the nigga. So I hang up and I'm like, nothing came up. And he sends me a screenshot of myself looking at him.
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you answered it.
Yeah.
Oh. And he hung up.
It was like I couldn't hear him too well, but I could see him. And I was like, no audio. That's all I said. He was like, I'm not hacked. It's me.
So he's really trying to scam you. Did he not? He must didn't see your scam videos from before.
And this is what I was thinking to myself.
Because there's no way.
There's no fucking way on God's green of all the people you wanted to scam on this earth that I would be your prospective victim, He said, it's me. I'm at work. My phone's messing up. I said, what do you need someone's Cash App for then if it's you? there's an opportunity going on, and a lot of people have already benefited through me. I said, what is it, like Forex? No, this is real and legit. So what is it? You just need to set up Cash App. So now I tell the lie. I tell all the niggas trying to scam me through Cash App. My Cash App got cracked. I can't. Oh, do you use Zelle?
Zell.
Zelle. The very means through which the last scammer
Right.
that tried to scam me
Right.
got sued. I said, no, what's that? And he has yet to respond. But in the process, I thought to myself, one, first of all, Hotep of the Week is scamming ass niggas. But I then messaged a couple of my fellow alumni of this Boys and Girls Club, because I don't know if y'all went to a Boys and Girls Club, how I went to a Boys and Girls Club, but I still know all these people. So I'm like, hey, is so-and-so trying to scam you by chance? Because so-and-so lost a family member recently, and we're all like, we love you. They said yes. Yes, he has
Wow.
been trying to scam them too. And the thing about one of the friends that I messaged is I'd be like, hee hee ha ha. When it comes to the paper, she don't take nothing as a fucking joke. She's like, I am actually an admin on the alumni page, and I will be getting to the bottom of this. So, brother, your day is coming.
Wow. He's bold with it too. Like, oh yeah, this is me. Like,
This me. Like, that was supposed to be, that's how I knew it wasn't a scam. Because it's someone you trust. So how could it be a scam? Plenty of
but
people have
it's like
benefited.
they don't even try to make it like sound real. Like they just give the same spiel every time.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, but some people still get scammed. So I guess it works. Some people.
And see, now I know that like people will be dumb enough to scam you through Zelle. Because that's how I got scammed. The most famous time I ever got scammed was like, nobody would be dumb enough.
It literally has like your name attached to it.
Yes. And I thought no one would be dumb enough to do this. But in fact, they are. And they will. So scamming ass niggas is my Hotep of the week. I know that sounded more of like a, why did you hear? Because it happened to me. But scammers in general, like, this keeps coming up.
Yeah. It's getting bad.
Like, I think people got a little taste
Like,
of the
and
PPP loan and they can't go back to regular money.
they getting sloppy.
When I said, no, what's that to Zell, he was like, I'm not even answering this bitch no more. I'm about sick of this. Gotta be.
He like, yeah, I know. She knows what's up.
So, that's our ass out of the week. And with that, we move on to Why Is You Here, which is someone who has bothered us on a more personal level. Do you have anybody? No? Nobody's got on your nerves?
No, I've been trying to be peaceful.
I know. I was going to say, you're so easygoing.
I'm sorry for fucking up the vibe.
It's okay.
But yeah, I was like,
Things are going good.
yeah.
That's a blessing. Not with me, though. I have a series of issues.
What?
One is I'm being attacked on social media again.
On TikTok.
I really just be thinking, hee hee ha ha. A little jokey joke. What's the issue? These bitches be like, I want you dead.
Yeah. But that's the internet.
Yeah. So,
And TikTok is like, they're vicious. And it's crazy because it's supposed to be this like, filtered platform. They want to delete you for stuff, but the comments.
the place is a fucking madhouse. I'll tell you that. So, I just posted a little video and I said, you mean to tell me and my bonnet of salvation that this man cheated on you? You insulted us all. Then you started hexing people.
Yeah.
hexing people. And he left you for the exact type of bitch you was going against. Oh my
Set
God.
on Instagram looking crazy.
I'm under siege though. Ask me why I'm under siege.
Why?
Because they're like, that's not fair. He gaslit that girl. You must have never, been with a narcissist. You should be ashamed. What happened to sisterhood? Let me be clear. Any chance you have of sisterhood with me goes out the window once you start hexing motherfuckers. I'm good on that. I don't need your sisterhood.
Man, I know she feels so dumb. But the people on TikTok, they just be saying stuff.
And both them motherfuckers is my whole why is you here. I'm going to play the hex in a second. But that doesn't, just because I'm saying you was putting hexes on people, that's what the fuck you get, doesn't mean the nigga's not wrong.
That's your karma. I mean,
you're in the fucking pool with a maxi dress on that says Holy Girl Summer and a sun hat in a pool, bitch. Thinking that you're better than the next motherfucker. And your nigga leaves you for a bitch in a short 2-piece Versace knockoff set. And you mad at me?
we all seen it coming though.
We all seen it coming. But here's the thing. You can't be mad at me. Y'all can't be saying, oh, she was a narcissist, blah, blah, blah. These people decided that they were going to be relationship gurus. They got on the internet and started giving unsolicited advice. That then means that however I feel about this is open season. Because y'all made yourselves out to be the experts.
Yeah, they put themselves out there. So they talking about that poor girl, like come on, like we already knew what was gonna happen.
Let's be fucking for real for just a moment.
We already knew it when she sat up there holding his hand on Instagram, and everybody was calling her stupid then.
And that's why she started hexing people. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't say we didn't try to tell her. We tried to reason with the bitch. She didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
She said, you see a bonnet, I see a helmet of salvation. You see an army green shirt, I see the breastplate of righteousness. Go to hell.
Girl, what?
Go to hell. And then when they keep saying, girl, your nigga cheating on you, here she go.
Every person speaking against the names Danae Jackson and Derek Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives become widows. Let your children become fatherless. Let your seed become vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly until your days become few on the earth. The word of God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You've been warned. And if you want to know where that is at in the Bible, go to Psalm 109. Go to Psalm 35. Go to Psalm 140. Go to Psalm 141. And keep our names out of your mouth in the name of Jesus. Have a blessed day.
Girl.
Bitch, have a blessed day.
Jesus ain't got nothing to do with that.
Vagabonds?
Like, that's not very... They Christian, right?
Yes. She said, may your husbands and wives be widows. She said, may the mercy of God be revoked.
And God said, let me show you.
Yep.
Because, girl, what?
And that's the thing. When you put something out there, you got to be ready for it to come back.
Yeah.
Didn't she say, I hope y'all choke to death?
Yeah. She said, basically, she hoped you suffer. Like, that's very evil.
And then said, you've been warned. Bitch, you ain't Christ. Who do you think you are to warn me? Because I'm just a bitch on the internet. And I can see from my couch that your nigga cheating on you. Why are you mad at me? a lowly, content consumer. You make content for people. The intention is to have people watch it. You mad at niggas for looking?
They be mad at us.
Did you tell him you was gonna hex everybody before you played yourself?
They didn't have a problem with their names, being in people's mouths when it was good.
When y'all was the gurus.
Like,
then listen to this fucking divorce announcement. This is from the husband, the cheater. Over the past several months, my family and I have gone through changes. Some of you have speculated, while others of you have reached out to offer support as we privately established this new normal for ourselves and our beautiful children. Earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and filed for divorce. Making the decision to file was one of the hardest decisions of my life, but I found peace knowing that our mission of raising healthy children, starting with healthy and whole parents, is still being accomplished. From us falling in love as just teenagers to becoming spouses and now co-parents, I'm grateful for the years we've spent together and wouldn't trade them for anything. I was blessed to have such an amazing person in my life and will forever be thankful for all she's meant to our family. We ask that if you pray, please pray for us as we navigate this grieving process. If not, please respect our privacy.
And then putting the post out there and say, please respect my privacy. Like, that's so backwards to me.
But you only have to respect the privacy if you pray.
Right. And that too. I was going to call out that too. But it's like, what? We weren't even thinking about y'all. Like,
I didn't know who you were till the bonnet of salvation. And I don't know who you are now. If they didn't say they're relationship gurus, I would have been like, who the fuck is this? Y'all are not famous. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You are more well known for your shit show of a marriage than you were ever known for being a positive couple. Then it's like, y'all got kids, and he's clearly an asshole too, because you said we decided to go our separate ways, but you threw that shit in there about filing for divorce because you wanted people to know you did it.
Yeah. That too. I caught that too.
Like, so she wasn't going to leave you?
No.
But we supposed to choke on our words?
Of course she wasn't going to leave, because then how would that make her look? But he couldn't take it anymore. he had to get up out there. And
he said, I'm tired of getting caught.
He probably just tired of her ass, honestly. Because that's what she give.
He left her for the exact type of bitch.
That's not to say like she deserved to be cheated on.
No.
But yeah, she probably just got on his nerves. And that's why he just like, yeah, I can't do this no more.
But now that you've hexed me, that's what the fuck you get, lady.
Yeah. And that's the bottom line.
Exactly.
Like, there's no, I don't see, well, I mean, I guess you can have sympathy for her, but for the people who don't, like, that should just be that. People shouldn't be mad at you because you said that.
You putting that shit out there for us to see. We're only allowed to have positive reactions to some shit that's clearly nuts.
Like, you knew what was gonna happen. There's no way you didn't know.
And this rant was not like long ago. Like, it was.
This was earlier this year?
Earlier this year's a stretch, I would say, in the last couple of weeks.
Oh,
so
wow.
Did you know you were getting divorced, bitch? Because while you were hexing everybody who spoke ill of your marriage, your nigga was at the courthouse.
He probably came home right after that and was like, you know what?
Can't do it. Then they got kids together. What?
Right. This whole situation is messy.
We've seen better days.
They really could have just left us out of it.
I did not know who y'all were. I had no fucking clue who you are. But now, because people are trying to tell me that I'm victim blaming for being upset about being hexed, they're victim blaming. I'm the victim. At least I am now.
I mean, yeah, in this case.
How'd I get hexed? How did I get hexed in all of this? Your nigga cheating on you. Did you hex the bitch?
Probably.
Yeah, I was like, that's a.
Yeah, she probably.
But you didn't get on live and hex her.
Yeah.
That's who you should have been hexing on the internet, but you would have had to admit that she existed.
Yeah. You can tell she was just like in denial.
I want to listen to the hex again. Because I'm in denial. Because the way that she's delivering this hex as though it was a sermon.
Like she's, I don't want to say God. But
Like she fucking TD Jakes or something.
yeah.
Let's see.
Every person speaking against the names Danae Jackson and Derek Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives become widows. Let your children become fatherless. Let your seed become vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly until your days become few on the earth. The word of God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You've been warned. And if you want to know where that is at in the Bible, go to Psalm 109. Go to Psalm 35. Go to Psalm 140. Go to Psalm 141. And keep our names out of your mouth in the name of Jesus.
I would like to say this. Not once did I hex the name Dania Jackson.
I didn't
or
even know her
speak ill of
name.
it. That's what I'm saying. But even reading it, Dania, it was never what the fuck your name was. You're just the bonnet, the helmet of salvation, girl.
Yeah.
I can't express to you enough. We had no fucking clue who you were.
At all. I didn't even know this man. Like,
you would think this nigga is Kevin Samuels or something.
Like, what? Who is this? Who are these people?
And now we'll never know. I hope you didn't post your kids. That's all I got. Some motherfuckers is trifling. I just get. You should see. You didn't even see the when she said choke. She reached that hand out.
She
said,
meant
choke
that shit.
you.
She meant it.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Not just choke you. Choke you slowly. Till your days are few on this earth.
That sounds horrible.
For her. Because I know someone choking on their words right now. And it's Dania. Dania Jackson. Dania.
Something.
Danica. Nah, that's the councilwoman.
Of salvation, girl.
The breastplate of righteousness. The bitch had on a t-shirt. She said, you see a t-shirt. I see the breastplate of righteousness. But we're the people who have to keep looking at it.
Like, why would you get on Instagram with a bonnet on? You was really asking for it.
To tell us that we need to mind our business about your marriage.
Like, the jokes write themselves.
The jokes fucking write themselves. As someone who frequently gets on the internet with a bonnet on, I've been sent bonnets.
But it's different, though. To just be like, do a public service announcement and like, you announcing, you hand in hand with your nigga who's just cheating on you. You should be looking your best.
Yeah,
You
like Diana Revenge dress best.
She should have been up there just giving it to him. And then people could say, well, something wrong with him. Because, I mean, people kind of did turn it on her like, girl, you up here with a bonnet on.
Looking crazy.
But, like, yeah, she asked for it.
Yeah. Sorry, girl. We tried to side with the girlies, but you're not one of us. You're doing witchcraft in the name of the Lord. Let me know how that works out for you. And I hope CPS doesn't see the video. For real.
Yeah, well, I just hope the kids are okay.
She said, may your children be vagabonds on this earth. Homeless? What kind of Christian are you that you think homelessness is the threat? Shouldn't you be at the soup
None of
kitchen for the Salvation Army, bitch?
Right. None of that shit she said was like Christian like. But
People use God as a weapon all the time, but
yeah, I
that
was about to
was...
say that. But that was extreme. Like she went in and she was mad. And it's like you really need to be mad at him, not us.
We tried to tell you, bitch. Now you mad. Now you mad because we tried to give you the drop. Because again, we figured this out from our couch. We've seen this movie before. But there you go. And I never seen that movie with Taraji P. Henson on the boat, but I feel like that's what it gives. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, acrimony.
Yeah, I never watched that movie.
It's yeah. That movie was weird.
Here's the reason I didn't see Acrimony. I had an opportunity to see Acrimony. The timing was bad. It was right after we went and saw that other Taraji P. Henson movie where she befriended the Klansman.
Okay, so that I wanted to see that with you.
Yes.
Okay, I had wondered like who did I go see that movie
Me.
with?
It was so bad I got too drunk and you had to drop me off at my house.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about that.
She befriended the Klansman. And so I was like, I love Taraji. Like, I don't even want to. Because when I seen the reviews coming out, I'm like, I don't know how much more I could
She
take.
just needed to check. That's what that was.
Nah, that was supposed to be like her biopic.
Was that
escalation,
before?
no Cookie Lion era. Like, that was supposed to be, ooh, she played the fuck out that girl.
Was that before or after Hidden Figures? That was after.
Yes. It soiled the reputation.
Yeah.
We love you, Taraji.
Everybody got a bad day.
Yeah, we only want the best for you. And that was not the best.
Ooh.
I just feel like I have to say I love Taraji P. Henson again, because I do. Bitch, I love you. Don't take it personal. I feel like you've seen the movie.
She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
They be knowing. They trust me. They be knowing.
You know, the whole cast of Riverdale was like, this is the worst show ever.
And yet that show went on for like it's still on, ain't it?
They were like stuck in their contracts. Like, they would do interviews about how bad the show was.
For real.
Yeah. They're like, we have nothing to work with. Like, even if we acted our asses off, the writing is so bad.
Yeah. That show is bad.
Anyways, we are on to my favorite part of the podcast. Let me say focus. Which is the topic. And I feel like people get so caught up in most of our antics that they forget about the topic. Or maybe it's because I do the clips and I forget about the topic. Because I be watching it and I'm like, we're fucking hilarious. I'll just clip this. Fuck it. So, anyways, Bobby Lights. Cousin of Trina. So I will tread lightly. I love Trina. Trina, I love you, bitch. Has come under fire because he says he will not be burning his Balenciaga. Now, you may be thinking, who the fuck would burn their Balenciaga? I would just flip it because of their, allegations of child sexual misconduct, right? Like, just fuck it. But not only will he not be burning it, he will not be getting rid of it.
He's gonna keep wearing it.
Bobby Lights has this to say. I'm not burning no damn Balenciaga.
Oh, wow.
I'm not about to sit on Beyonce's internet and lie to y'all and say that I denounce shopping there either. The allegations against the brand are serious indeed, and I can't wrap my head around to understand how all this can even be a thing. It's horrible. I will never agree with any type of abuse of children, and in this matter, I understand those who are outraged by the scandal, especially parents. However, I speak for myself and thousands of other humans who are innocent when I say that we shouldn't feel ashamed to wear the brand if it's in our closet already. I think some people are taking this to the next level, and those same people have never stepped foot in a Balenciaga. I find it a little extreme. The thing is, Bobby, how many times are you going to be on the wrong side of history? I watched your show, bitch. You were ableist, xenophobic, sometimes homophobic, anti-black sometimes. I just really think you should shut your fucking trap.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason he hasn't been canceled is like because he's Trina's cousin.
And we love that bitch.
Because yeah, he's out of pocket.
Why did you say that? What made you think? We want to know what Bobby Lights thinks about this. This nigga Balenciaga down. I've never seen Bobby Lights wear anything that's not just straight up ludicrous.
Right. Every time I see him, he in some kind of zebra print
or some chaps.
Yeah, like what? Yeah. You really could have just kept wearing it and shut up. We don't care.
He said we are innocent. We just want to wear the Balenciaga. I want to wear my sock shoes.
Like, why would you want to continue to wear it?
He said they being punished because it's in a closet already. Anyways, this segment is not entirely about Bobby Lights. It's about Bobby Lights and the people like Bobby Lights. And it made me ask myself a question. What do you think is necessary for people, in particular black people, to be able to reach a point of solidarity? Because every time we put something out, here comes the cooning. Every fucking time. You see, people were like, you know, when Kanye said that shit about Jewish people, you know, all this shit happened. But when he said this shit about black people, nothing happened. You want to know why nothing happened? Because we couldn't get on the same fucking page to make something happen. Whereas with Jewish people, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is done as well.
And really it might be like a Jewish person who's like, yeah, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But we would never know that.
Exactly.
Because they all are on one accord.
There was a time when Kim Kardashian dressed as Aaliyah for Halloween, and I bring this up all the time, and they bullied her so bad that she apologized. Now, far be it from me to defend a Kardashian, but she wasn't in blackface. She was just dressed as Aaliyah. I didn't see the problem. However, girl, if they eating you up, I'm with them. You know?
Yeah.
Do your thing, 21. So what makes other black people, even if they feel like something is not, like, why do you have to exalt yourself and say, fuck every other person who's outraged? I feel this way. Like, what do we have to do? Do we have to eradicate those people? Do we need to create some sort of like secret network? Do we need to make it more dangerous to be a coon? Because they're cooning like they get paid for it.
That's a good question. And I don't have the expertise. Because I feel like there's like an actual reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I hate, well, I don't really hate to be this person, but just to take it back to slavery,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I feel like I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I feel like slavery just kind of we were kind of divided in a way with slavery.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like that mentality,
Mm.
the mentality to just be against somebody because you're not really, I guess, you're not really, I don't want to say smart enough, but you're really not there to really think for yourself.
There's
You
a lot
just
at stake.
Yeah, it's like instead of thinking like, oh, it's just everybody for themselves. Like, we have no unity. We only have unity. Literally, the only time we have unity is when one of us is getting killed by the police, and then even then,
Barely.
even then is still shaky.
Queen Latifah warned you jigaboos decades ago. U.N.I.T.Y. You motherfucker said, don't know what that's about. fuck you. We're on to the next one. I do think that part of it though is with, like for example, with Jewish people, they have a very similar history. Like
Yeah.
Jewish people have been oppressed for like a shit ton of times. Like people just think about the Holocaust. That has happened so many times to Jewish people. The difference is with black people, there's even more kinds of black people.
Yeah.
Right? So our experience with slavery, someone who's Nigerian wouldn't have that same experience.
Right.
At all. And so they're allowed to minimalize it. We're like, this is serious. But to someone who's not us, y'all both niggas. And am I going to listen to the nigga who's saying this is a serious problem? You should spend time, money, and energy into looking into it and then solving it? Or the one who's like, I don't know, they seem pretty lazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, remember when Travis did the Super Bowl? Like,
No.
before like Jay-Z got back involved and all that shit, and like most of the large black celebrities were boycotting the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's why Rihanna hadn't done it. Like,
okay, yeah, I remember that.
And lo and behold, Travis Scott, he's performing at the Super Bowl. Like, how would we miss that? You know? So you got a nigga on the Super Bowl, thus saying, you know the one that's kneeling for rights? Not really fucking with that. I'll be there.
Yeah, y'all got the check?
Exactly. Y'all coming with me?
The check clear? We good. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, that's what it come down to.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just have no type of like pride. Like everyone loves being black,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like we hate each other,
It's unfortunate.
and it's like
And I
it's
feel
sad.
like
Yeah,
it is. And we make so many excuses for these sellouts, right? Like Kanye West, Travis Scott. These are people who will get on a platform and say, I don't fucking know, slavery is a choice. And instead of saying, that is offensive to me, I am immediately offended. Which I'm pretty sure everybody who was a descendant of slaves and people who weren't were offended by that. There are two choices you can make. That's unacceptable. And I like you enough that I'm going to make excuses for you. You're not even thinking, I like Kanye West enough, so let me make the decision that is best for Kanye West. You're just choosing the path of least resistance.
yeah.
Why? What does that get you? That nigga made White Lives Matter t-shirts and then threw them out on Skid Row. That's a shit person. Y'all liked Jesus Walks that much? Like, for real?
Yeah, no catalog to me is that great to not like listen to it ever again. I mean, there's so much music, but a lot of people, I don't know, it's just something about that. Like, it's just something about just being that person with the um different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, I still listen to R. Kelly. Like, okay, you're proud of that. Like, why are you announcing to everybody that you like we? I just don't see what the point is.
Some people can't be smart, so they want to be controversial.
Yeah.
Or like a contrarian. And it's like, for what?
Just to spark debate. That's really it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you just want to argue with somebody, and it's like, bro, put this energy towards the white people over there.
It's unfortunate.
Like, yeah, it is kind of unfortunate because like I know the black people in the past, like they tried, they tried to have like secret meetings and stuff like that, like.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it's just ingrained in us to not all be on one accord. And I mean I don't really cape for Kanye West or anybody. Like, I feel like the things he did say was offensive,
right,
and hurtful. And I hate to say but I do feel like a lot of his, even if he did have valid points, it just gets lost in the bullshit
Yeah.
that comes out. So it's like nothing you say is really credible.
Right. And let me just say this. Kanye West is not someone who can't be smart, so they're a contrarian. Kanye West is very smart. Kanye West is also very mentally ill. And that's the thing. People try to use mental illness as an excuse. And that's a very nuanced conversation. However, people are like, nah, Kanye doesn't need help. Kanye has always felt this way. Everybody's a mental health expert until it's time to like know something. You can absolutely go into some sort of psychosis or something of the sort that changes your entire way of thinking, where you like people who have always been there for you are now your worst enemy and things of that sort. I'm not saying that Kanye is not losing it. But if you niggas care about Kanye West the way that you claim to care about Kanye West, you would be like, we got to get this nigga out of the light.
Yeah.
And get him some fucking help.
Cause this ain't it. But that's the thing. I do feel like I wish there was a way that we could all get therapy.
Yeah.
Because people don't even know how they feel sometimes. Like people don't even, some people know what they're doing, but I feel like most people don't really realize like how really like unrealistic they are.
Yeah. Just
We
delusional.
just need some, delusional. Like we just all need help to, because I feel like that will instill more compassion in our community. We don't really have any compassion other than like for the people that we care for, but everybody else is like fuck you, and that's really why we don't really prosper as a community.
And I feel like obviously the only thing anybody should want is for Kanye to get help. However, you motherfuckers who have made excuses for, slavery is a choice, when he had that breakdown and he said that he wanted to get rid of his own child, shit like that. You niggas who love him that much, it is now your responsibility, since y'all made yourselves the Kanye police, who are doing no policing of any kind.
Just talking.
Figure it the fuck out. Because if he's not going to be checked by anybody who wants the best for him and in fact will be enabled, I gotta step back. I don't want a fucking thing to do with that. Not a fucking thing. And so, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it would take to get black people on the same page. But I know that we're not. And I've seen other groups practice solidarity in a way that it's just like, how did they get there?
I mean, they were never slaves. That's my whole thing. Like, I feel like.
But Jewish people were. Jewish people were enslaved. Well, yeah. And white people come from all different places, but they decided we're white before we're this.
Yeah, I think it is the whole white supremacy. Like, it just it really is like a system. I don't really know how it ended up, how it did, but I think it is the whole white. Your skin color is white. Even with Jewish people, like they still ended up with the advantage.
Right.
And why did they get that advantage?
Whiteness.
If their skin was brown, like I don't feel like
there would be less opportunity to assimilate. Like you can't go over there and blend in.
And they have like white people can get together in secret. Black people get together in secret. They want to know what the fuck we doing. You know what I'm saying? They start sending spies, and you know what I'm saying. They want to what's the word? Infiltrate.
Infiltrate, yeah.
Yeah. Our secret meetings and stuff like that. I feel like there's no way we can like unite on social media. Like it has to be like. I feel like social media just really kind of ruined it too. Ruined a lot.
Black people get together in secret now, and the next thing you know, it's on the Instagram story like, you should be trading. And it's just a bunch of Forex niggas. Like, what was the secret?
Like, somebody, some nigga gonna sneak their phone in and record.
This is why Harriet Tubman was just
Because nobody,
shooting people.
and that's because nobody is thinking about the greater good. Like white people, they stick together because they want their whiteness to stick around.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? They want to stay in power. So they're gonna make sure that happens. Like we're not that determined as a community, because you do have people out there that are, but like
I think people have gotten to a certain level of complacency. I think there are less and less Black people who are like, this is not enough.
Yeah, because we have our basic rights, right? And so now we can ride the bus, we can go to the theater,
Ride the bus, bro.
we can drink out the, you know what I'm saying? We can do all the things that everybody can do. It's the only thing we have to deal with is like the racism, whether it's blatant or it's hidden,
Right.
but like essentially we can do everything anybody can do. So it's like there's really not much that people have to. They feel like they have to fight for. It's like, well, as long as I'm getting my money, I mean, we good over here. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but
y'all sound broke to me.
Man.
So I don't. Another famous I don't know episode of Let Me Say Focus podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's like these. They're very good like discussions and questions.
We have to figure something out though. Like, why are the Africans and the African Americans arguing on TikTok? Why are the Dominicans so angry?
Too.
Like, maybe we should have joined Blitter. Maybe this is where those discussions should have happened. The diaspora war should be taking place on Blitter. Y'all are arguing in front of the white people.
Right.
Be fucking for real.
Like, we all know better at this point.
I guess they don't.
I mean, we all should know better at this point. You don't argue in front of like mixed company. Like,
literally
what is
mixed.
so hard about that?
I think that they don't see each other as company. Right? Like, to argue in front of mixed company, you would have to assume we're the same company.
Yeah.
Is Blitter still in the App Store?
I doubt it. This is probably like...
It's time to make the jump. Was it W.E.B. Du Bois? Who said we should go back to Africa?
I don't know. Don't quote me.
This is part of the problem with Black people in America, you know? This is what we should be fighting for. What is our history? You feel me?
And that's another thing.
Yeah.
We do have so much against us though, because like we don't even have a lot of our history. Like, there wasn't a lot of good record keeping.
Well, who said we should go back to Africa?
But even the history that we do have, like, people don't make that a priority. But a lot of people say we should go back to Africa.
But like the nigga who said it. I'm Googling we should go back to Africa, Black history. Maybe I should have Googled W.E.B. Du Bois. Back to Africa movement. Okay, let's see. Marcus Garvey. I am so sorry. Maybe W.E.B. Du Bois was like, we need to get an education. That's how we'll free ourselves. Yeah. Him and Booker T got into it. The point is, Marcus Garvey, who was, a Rasta, said that we should go back to Africa. I think that's stupid. There's no going back. There's no back, nigga. Like, back would imply that we were there at some point. Fuck that. We need to go back to Blitter. I mean, that's the same concept. I never joined, but in theory.
Yeah, but
we should move.
No, because they're going to spy on us.
On Blitter? I think Blitter should have a zero tolerance policy. Like the no context Dr. Umar account that just blocks white people when they find them. I feel like we should have a reporting system where if we report you for being white, you're removed till we get to the bottom of it. You don't get to stay until someone checks their email and then looks into your account. Get the fuck on. Very serious allegations here.
Yeah.
Zero tolerance policy. I think we catch you being white on here. We're getting your IP address. And we're sending a letter to your house that says don't try it.
Yeah.
Because be fucking for real.
We need a secret society.
We do. We'll start on Blitter. Join us. Download the app from the App Store. We're also on Amazon.
Oh yeah. I was just about to say that.
I haven't opened that fucking app since I've downloaded it.
They need a new name.
They're having a BlamCon in Atlanta in a few months.
Maybe we should go.
It's like Comic-Con for black people.
Oh no. Oh wait. What? Let's not go.
I don't want Amazon to feel like I'm making fun of them. I believe in them. But I'm not dressing
See,
up.
this we are part of the problem. And you talking about you not dressing up. See? Can't be united.
Why the fuck would I dress up as Scrappy Doo when I could sit on my couch? But that's why I'm whispering, because out loud, y'all fuck with the BlamCon. I'll be there. She'll be there. We signing autographs. We will be there. Who you dressing as?
Static Shock.
I'll be Poison Ivy. Meet us there. I will not be in the fucking building. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never been a dress up type of bitch, so it's not anything against them personally. It's just not really my style. Disclaimer. Just a little disclaimer there. We really appreciate you, Blam Fam. The point is, and this may feel like a far removed point, Blitter is off the App Store, and it's you niggas' fault.
Yeah, I knew it.
What do you have to say for yourselves? And then when I looked, the fucking icon was like a Black Panther.
For real.
Yeah.
I don't remember the logo, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Why didn't they just go for like a crow?
Why?
Blackbird.
I like the idea.
Why didn't they call it Blackbird?
Yeah, look.
They didn't call it crow.
Oh.
Blackbirds are a bird
Every
too.
time I think about blackbirds, I just think about crows. But yeah, I mean, it just wasn't. They needed more money.
Well, we don't have any money.
That's what we need. We need a lot. We need therapy.
We do need a couple things on the list.
Money. What else? Healthcare.
Therapy, money, healthy boundaries with our elders.
Healthy boundaries with everyone.
Yeah. We could probably lay off the sodium.
Yeah. Stop eating chitlins.
Please stop eating chitlins. I had to ask people at my job to stop making swole in the kitchen.
Oh wow. Now they making swole.
My exact words were, "We's free now. Get out of here." Cup of noodles, hot chips.
That shit sound like it make your stomach hurt.
I heard someone say, "We getting the swole popping." I said, "It's too many niggas
See, yeah, stop making swole.
that have been to the pen in this office. Knock it off."
Yeah, that is a little ghetto.
Other niggas seen him coming out of the day during the summer? We had a watermelon. He cut it in half. He then took a knife, sliced it every which way, took a fork, left the office.
Left the watermelon? Or
No.
he took it?
He took it with the fork
Oh.
and ate it like it was a bowl of soup.
Wow.
Or noodles or whatever the fuck. With the fork. He just mashed it up real good and got it in. The point is, there's a lot of stuff we as Negroes need to stop doing. But that's our business. We can find that out once, we find some solidarity. It doesn't even have to be a lot. Malcolm and Martin didn't always agree. But Martin was wrong. So, appreciate you, Martin Luther King. I'm sorry, Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.? Yeah. All right, nigga, you dragging it. All right, Marty. We love you.
My friend Martin.
Yeah, that too. Malcolm is the true hero here. We should have listened to him. So I say that to say, we have no idea. But we need to come together. We're not here to give you solutions. We're really here to just propose issues.
Well, I mean, I guess you could start in your community, right?
I mean, you could, but some of these niggas around here get on my nerves. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I went to the Boys and Girls Club with a nigga. He's trying to scare me. Like everywhere you turn is something crazy.
Yeah.
You could.
Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor.
Put away the guns.
Put the guns down.
What else?
Leave the swole alone.
Leave the soul alone. Like, why are you even eating something called swole? Like, bro, you're not in jail no more, bro.
I had to convince my dad to start making grilled cheese on the stove again.
That sounds good. I haven't had one of those in years.
Yeah, but he was making them with the iron.
Oh, wow.
Bro, in the house. What are you doing?
He said it was
I gotta get ready for school.
It was easier. Yeah.
We's free now. What's our advice for Omar? Because we completely undone any positive aspect of work that man's ever done.
Hold on, let me get the clip.
In the meantime, let me get you the full details about BlamCon, so you and I and everyone else can attend. Let me see. Blam, BLAAM. Blam. Bam. And they're giving away a $25,000 business grant.
A word?
So they're trying. Like, come on. This is a comedic podcast, but in all seriousness. Okay. It says, hi. BlamCon is a 3-day event bringing together blurs from all backgrounds. BlamCon is a 3-day event bringing together blurs from all backgrounds to celebrate Black excellence in art, technology, gaming, movies, comics, and more. BlamCon 2023 will be the first of many con events as we plan to make this an annual thing. Tickets are available right now for pre-sale at an extremely discounted price of just $65. This is for your 3-day pass. Because the event is in the summer, August, you have plenty of time to make your accommodations. After our meeting with the convention center on the week of the 12th, we will be emailing you exact dates, as well as the best hotels to book with. Yes, there are plenty of hotels that will discount your stay for BlamCon. Come to BlamCon 2023 and enjoy your favorite creators. Con events have a new face, and you can be part of that future.
Alrighty.
So there's no date, no time, but we'll get back to you. On to our advice for whom.
Bro. I think I lost it.
Oh my gosh, we have nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I was just not a good host this week.
You're better than me. I'm like, what's going on? The dogs are trying to bite us and everything else. We've seen better days, but this is not our worst one. I feel like the new mics sound really good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Like I feel like I don't have headphones on. That my ear hurt a little bit.
Well, I think we're having a little technical difficulties.
My life is an ongoing technical difficulty. I think I have a Dr. Umar quote saved somewhere. This won't be the first time I freestyled what I got from it. Because it was funny
It was
and then not
something he was
inspirational.
saying though, like. But yeah, pull one out the vault.
All right.
And guess what? You will be invited to come join your little brothers when we go out camping, when we up in the mountains, when we out there hiking, when we living off in nature, when they learning how to survive off of the wilderness. We talking Black Rambo. Black Rambo.
I appreciate it.
You can be there with us.
I'm in a wheelchair though.
That's all right, brother. You coming anyway. If we got to pick up the wheelchair. No, I'm dead serious, brother. I'm dead serious. God don't have no limitations. Do you agree with me? God does not have limitations. Do you agree with me?
I agree. Comprehend that.
So
Comprehend that.
if God doesn't have a limitation, and you are a living, breathing, walking manifestation of supreme consciousness, how can you be limited? How can you be limited? So that means the rest of us who are gods must come to your assistance, God, and we must pick you up in your wheelchair and bring you with us.
So what's the advice? Don't leave your brother behind. Lend a hand.
I'm in a wheelchair. That nigga said you coming anyway.
Yeah. So look out for your people.
Yes, but don't slippery slope it, because Harriet also said everybody can't come.
Yeah.
Harriet will knock a
Can't be
baby over the
slowing
head.
down. Yeah.
But in the ways that you can, lift up the people around you. Support the people around you. And if you are a living, breathing, and in this context, Dr. Umar said to a man in a wheelchair, walking manifestation of God, God knows no limitations.
You can roll in your manifestation too.
I know that's right.
Period.
And this has been another very, serious and informational episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. Thank you again to our guest, Shae. Woo!
Thanks for having me.
Once I learn how to work this thing, I'll put the claps button on it. But in the meantime,
Peace.
we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.